Welcome back to the second half. Tommy Jenkins and John C. Moon with you on the YHC Athletic website and Channel 99 Ridgeline TV. 36-32 is your halftime score. A close back and forth seesaw affair between Florida Southern and the homestanding Young Harris College Mountain Lions. Score was tied 4 times, 9 lead changes. Largest lead for either club was 8 by Florida Southern. That came at 3:37 to go in the first half. Leading the way for Young Harris in scoring is Ladondra Johnson with 15 points. She's also leads the way in rebounds for the Mountain Lions with 5. Charlotte Thompson leads the way in scoring for Florida Southern. She has 15 points, 5 of 6 from the three-point line, and really that's probably where the difference in score lies in this contest. Field goal shooting as a whole, Young Harris is 40.6%, 13 of 32. Florida Southern is 46.7%, they're 14 of 30. But the real difference in this 4-point affair comes from the three-point line, where Florida Southern is 5 of 10, 50%. Young Harris has just not been able to get off the deck from behind the arc. They are 2 of 10, 20%. Leading the way again in scoring for both clubs, Ladondra Johnson with 15 for the Mountain Lions, and for the Moccasins, it is Kashala Thompson with 15. Lauren Smith with a good floor game. She has got 5 assists. She has not been able to get going offensively, though, just 1 point. Young Harris really outside of Ladondra Johnson. Peyton Robertson has got 4 points. Jenna Thompson off the bench with a good solid floor game. She's got 4. Pretty close statistically across the board. Florida Southern has out-rebounded Young Harris 19-6. In assists, Young Harris 11, Florida Southern 12. Young Harris has turned the ball over 7 times, while Florida Southern has turned the ball over 9 times. It's going to be Young Harris ball coming out. We're trailing by 4. Been a good contest. Don't go anywhere. We've got an exciting second half of women's college basketball coming your way on the YHC Athletic website and Channel 99 Ridgeline TV. And we got men's action coming your way next, as the Mountain Lions will play host to Kentucky Wesleyan in our home opener. We go down to where we pretty well went the entire game till Ladondra Johnson on the block. Didn't get a good angle on the shot from the baseline, can't knock it down. And it'll be Florida Southern ball. Young Harris going to fall into a straight 2-3 zone with Robinette and Smith up top, Robertson in the middle, and Gleason and Johnson on the back. And they go right back to the well. Kashala Thompson with a 3 ball, and the lead is 7. She has been a machine out there shooting the rock. In the paint to Peyton Robertson, nice body control, leaning to the right side, going back left. She scores, and it's a 5-point game. Kashala Thompson now has 18 points, and she is 6 of 7 from behind the three-point line. 39-34, just underway here at the Valley of Doom. Young Harris back to the 2-3 zone. Here's Thompson, got to keep an eye on her. They'll feed up top. Allie Sanders inside the elbow, just inside the elbow. She knocks the shot down, and it's a 7-point game. Still plenty of time to go, obviously, but Young Harris got to find something, some balance offensively. And we turn the ball over. Allie Sanders takes the errant pass from Johnson, and she'll work the left side. Thompson got a free, clean look. She knocks another one down, and it's a 10-point lead now. Biggest lead of the game for Florida Southern, and that's 21 points for Kashala Thompson. She's a junior from Tucson, Arizona. Robertson in the paint and faces the double team, can't get the shot off. Had Peyton Robertson wide open on the right side, but didn't kick out, and the lead is 10. That's the first double-digit lead for either squad. In the paint, missed by Mariah Harris. Johnson, good inside position. She gets fouled, and that'll be the first foul, team foul for either club. We're just underway, 17:57 to go in the second half, with Florida Southern leading Young Harris 44-34. Smith with the rock. Florida Southern 2-3 zone. They've been there the entire time. Turnaround from the elbow. Peyton Robertson, no good. Johnson with the board. She puts it up and in, and takes a hard fall. And everybody holds their breath. She gets up and walks it off. Remember, she was injured last year and sit out a good portion of the second half of the year. but she scores, puts up her 17th point of the game, and the lead is cut to 8, 44-36. 2-3 zone. Flashing high, Morgan Landberg. They kick out baseline. Harris, she misses the jumper. Robinette with the ball gives to Smith. Lauren works the right side, cut off down on the block, kicks to Johnson from the free throw line, knocks it down. Her 19th point, and the lead is 5. 44-39. Ladondra Johnson, her 4th year of bringing joy to the fans of Young Harris College. She is a 5'10" senior from Athens, Georgia, and she has been fun to watch. Thompson with another 3. She's got 24. Smith looking inside to Robertson. She is drawing a diamond when she catches the ball. Smith leaves a jumper short. Lamberg with the rebound. They get the ball out to Maldonado. Maldonado. They work in the right side to Sanders. Flashing high is Thompson. Coming around to Lamberg. Thompson puts it on the floor. Now goes back to Harris up top. Really in this 2-3 zone, trying to get Ladondra Johnson's length. But Harris gets loose down on the block, and she scores, and it's an 11-point game, and that is now the biggest lead. So Florida Southern continues to expand on this lead. They've got it up to 11 now. Young Harris has just not found the rocket, trying to feed the high post. Peyton Robertson loses the handle. Kashala Thompson comes out with it, and she'll work up top against Smith. Smith steals the ball from her, looking for a running mate. Crossover goes right, lean in, no good, gets her own board, goes up strong and gets fouled. And Lauren from Colbert, Georgia, will go to the line to shoot 2. Nice job that time, Lauren, did everything. So we've got a timeout on the floor. Florida Southern calls timeout. That's third personal on Lambert, second team. It's going to be a full, so we'll take a break. 15:43 to go in the second half. Florida Southern leads 49-38. Mountain Line Basketball on the YHC Athletic website and Ridgeline TV. Hey, do you like Young Harris Athletics? Well, me and John C. Moon do. Hey, let them know you like them. Like them on Facebook. Like Young Harris Athletics at facebook.com/YHC Athletics. 49-38 is your score. Lauren Smith with a steal, with a strong take, with a rebound to put back up, and now she's going to go to the charity stripe to shoot 2. We trail by 11. We've really not had an answer offensively for Florida Southern outside of Ladondra Johnson. Lauren misses her first. Jenna Thompson checks in for Brianna Gleason. And Smith will put her second up. Knocks down the second. And the lead is cut to 10. Needs some stops. Got to find Kashala Thompson on the floor. Thompson has 21, now 24 points. And she's going to miss for a change. It's not been many of those. Nice take by Lauren Smith. Can't get it down. Loose ball on the floor. Robinette digging in there. And we've got a tie up. Alternate possession is going to point to Florida Southern. Allie Sanders really trying hard to call a timeout that she didn't have to have, and she didn't get. A lot of media timeouts now. New rule, my friend John C. Moon was telling me. Young Harris manning up again. Robinette gets the honor of getting Thompson. Sydney Payne in now, in Conyers, Georgia. Feeding into the big girl. Man, that is a great, great, great post up by Kristen Strawbridge. She's a big girl, 6'1" freshman out of Lakeland, Georgia, and she had a great first half. And she scores and gets fouled. Foul was on Casey Cash, her third. Strawbridge off of the bench had 8 points, 4 of 5 from the field, and 2 rebounds. She's in double figures now, misses the free throw. Jenna Thompson with the board, and we lose the ball. Thompson tries to steal it back. Shyla Thompson comes out with it. Thompson versus Thompson, and we're going to get a travel on Shyla Thompson. Be Mountain Line ball, 14:52 to go in the contest. Young Harris trails by a dozen, 51-39, and that 12-point matches the biggest lead by the Moccasins. Right side, Robinette, 3 ball is going to be way short. Johnson tries to get the save, but she throws it back into Strawbridge. And here comes the Moccasins looking to push. Jenna Thompson goes for the steal, can't get it. Shot no good, but there with the rebound is Mariah Harris. She scores and gets fouled. And the handle is starting to get away from the Mountain Lions here today on opening day and homecoming at the Valley of Doom. Foul's going to be on Ladondra. And this will put Harris at the line for the 3-point play. Shot is up, basket is good, and the lead is 15. Peyton Robertson will check in. As well as Shaquia Daniels. Sharice Williams in the contest. So Young Harris now with Thompson, Robinette, Daniels, Peyton Robertson, Sharice Williams in the game. Thompson fakes the 3 ball. Long skip over to Robinette into the high post to Williams. Williams passage, you just cannot make at this level of basketball. And the ball is stolen away by Mariah Harris. And the Moccasins got a chance to build on a 15-point lead. Young Harris manning up. Shyla Thompson not on the floor right now. She's getting a rest, and they can afford that luxury with a 15-point lead. Inside out, Taylor Maldonado, and she drains it. And it's a 18-point game, 57-39. Coach Paul going to get a timeout. Comes at 13:38 to go in the contest. Mountain Lions trailing by a bunch, 57-38. Mountain Lion basketball on the YHC Athletic website and Ridgeline TV. For the latest news, notes, and information about Young Harris College athletics, check out the website at yhcathletics.com. Purple Rain doing a good job. Luke the Line keeping it light and lively. We've got an army of cheerleaders, got them on both sides of the floor right now. And yes, Young Harris does compete in competitive cheerleading. That is a peach belt sport. Mountain Line ball with a mountain to climb. 57-38, Shaquia Daniels running the point. Florida Southern has packed into that 2-3 zone, and that's where they have stayed. And Young Harris, even against the zone, not been able to get going on the perimeter at all. We are 20%, less than 20% now, as Thompson misses a 3 ball. And it seems we're on a course to single digits from the 3-point arc. Thompson with the steal. We are now 2 of 12 from the free throw, from the behind the arc, right around 15%. So it's not been a good day behind the arc. We got great shooters. Robinette, Thompson, Smith can knock down a 3. Brianna Gleason just have not been able to get it going. We got Daniels and Smith now on the floor at the same time, along with Jenna Thompson, Peyton Robertson. Near steal that time from Daniels, 57-39. Very close the first half, seesaw affair, back and forth, a lot of lead changes, a lot of ties. And man, great give and go and cut to the basket by Sydney Payne, but she took some steps, and it will be Mountain Line ball. Daniels will run the point. Lauren will play the off guard. She'll hit Johnson down on the baseline. Long skip over to Smith, and everybody thought she was going to pass Johnson. Did a good job saving the ball inside out. Back to Daniels now. Tries to drive the paint, and she'll be fouled.
Foul on number 11, Sika.
So we have been outscored 21-7 here in the second half. We have just really, outside of Ladondra Johnson, have not found the groove offensively all day long. Smith into Peyton Robertson. She left hand, but takes a stroll. And the turnovers pile up for the Mountain Lions. And it will be Moccasin ball. 57-38 is your score. 12-16 to go in the ball games. Men's action coming your way next. We'll be taking on Kentucky Wesleyan. Nice job cutting to the basket that time by Taylor Maldonado, and she will draw the foul from Lauren Smith. That will be the 5th team foul on Young Harris.
23, Lauren Smith.
Foul is on Lauren Smith. Kashala Thompson takes a seat, or excuse me, checks back in. And actually in her time on the bench, Florida Southern has been able to expand the lead. Driving the lane, drawing the contact is Taylor Maldonado. And body language for Young Harris does not look good right now. Foul is on Peyton Robertson. Maldonado misses the first.
Maldonado on the line to shoot for second of 2.
Second is good. And the lead swells to 19. Timeout. Some uncertainty about Young Harris. Looked like our 1 and 2 guards were not in sync, and they're going to take a timeout. 11:57 to go in the contest. Young Harris trails by 19. This is a media timeout. 58-39. Florida Southern leads Young Harris. Mountain Line basketball on the YHC Athletic website and Ridgeline TV. (58-39). It's been all Florida Southern Moccasins here in the second half, as behind the hot hand of Kashala Thompson and Young Harris's inability really to get a perimeter game going. It's just been a tough afternoon here on opening day at the Valley of Doom for our Mountain Lions. Young Harris going to hit the road Tuesday. They're going to go up to Banner Elk, North Carolina, up in that beautiful park, part of the Blue Ridge Mountain. They'll take on Lee's McRae College. They're in the SAT Conference, South Athletic Conference. They're going to be here next Saturday. Mountain Lions will take those Lee McRae on. That'll be at 2 p.m. tip. We'll have that game on the Young Harris College Athletic website and on Channel 99 Ridgeline TV. We will also, on Monday, the 25th, will host our Across the Mountain rival, Truett McConnell, November the 25th. That's a 6:30 p.m. tip. And our first Peach Belt Conference game will be on Saturday, December the 14th, when we will play host to Flagler College out of St. Augustine, Florida. Dates, something we want to make note of is on December the 16th. That's on a Monday, a Peach Belt game. Armstrong University will come to call. Noon tip, and that is Education Day. So that is December the 16th. Then Young Harris, this sounds like fun. Going to hit the road on what is called the Cruise-In Classic. They'll play Briarcliff on December the 9th in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And then on December the 21st, that's a Saturday, they will take on Findlay. I believe that's in Ohio. And that will be in Nassau, the Bahamas. Yeah, that sounds like fun. 60-39, we trail by 21. 3-ball, Keita Robinette, too strong, and it's just been that kind of day, folks. Thompson with the ball, good hustle by Peyton Robertson getting on the floor, but it is controlled by the Moccasins. They've got a 21-point lead, and we're trying to find answers. Maldonado with the ball, gives way to Harris, who can't get down the jumper from the elbow. Young Harris comes out with the rock. Smith pulls up at the elbow. No good, gets her own board, but loses the handle. Good hustle by Lauren. Just not been a good game offensively for us. We had 32 points at halftime. We've scored 7 points in 10 minutes of basketball here. 36-32 at halftime. This has been a tough second half. Not indicative, however, of the way this team is capable of shooting. We've got great shooters. Just haven't been able to find the mark today. And how do you come out of a slump? You just keep shooting. Nice take by Maldonado. She draws the contact. She'll go to the line to shoot too. Maldonado is a very, very nice player. She's had a good floor game. Comes in, goes to the line with 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And she's had a good season for the Moccasins from Lakeland, Florida. Comes in as one of their leading scorers on this young season. Made mention earlier that this team came in at 0-2, but it played 2 very good basketball teams. Lost to one to number 3 in the nation, Clayton State, one of the premier division school teams in the nation, and then lost a game to a very good Francis Marion squad. So 0-2, you just can't look at that 0-2 and say, well, we're playing an 0-2 team. You got to look at who the 2 were. Nice take to the basket that time by Sydney Payne, but she misses. Young Harris with the ball. This is Daniels, left side to Robinette. Just that basket right now looks like a BB to the Young Harris shooters. Robinette had a good look, didn't want it. Daniels, nice feed into Johnson. Ladondra scores. She's up over 20 for the contest, but it's a huge mountain to climb. We trail by 20. Going to get Keita Robinette on the foul a long way from the basket. It's her second personal. 9th team. And that will put Maldonado at the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Smith checks in. Robinette checks out. And Maldonado will put up her first free throw. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good. Here comes second free throw, leaves it short. Johnson with the rebound. Huge crowd. We're full, and traditionally a lot of people come in between the first 2 games. If that happens today, we're going to be standing room only. Robinson, just a great look at the basket. Peyton can't get the shot down, it rims out, and it has just been that kind of day. I don't know what else to say. We have really got good looks at the basket, just have not been able to get the shots down. And on the other side of the floor, led by Gashala Thompson, Florida Southern has been very proficient shooting the basketball. At the 11:56 mark, they were 22 of 42, 53% from the floor, 60% from the three-point line. That is astounding. They have just been red hot, and we're going to get a timeout. Coach Borcher's going to get a timeout quickly. Saw something that she didn't like. Inside of 9 minutes, 8:58 to be exact, 62-41. Is the score. Don't go anywhere. Young Harris men's will have their home opener today as they will take on Kentucky Wesleyan College. Young Harris comes in with a victory under the belt, 1-0 over Truett McConnell. Kentucky Wesleyan, good program from the great state of Kentucky, of course. And we'll find out and let you know a little bit more about them as we go. But right now it's 62-41. Young Harris trails a very, very good Florida Southern squad here today. Young Harris, a veteran squad, some seniors, some people that's been here for a while, and a few newcomers that we have added this year to our roster. Christine Crew-Kane, she's a 5'10" junior out of Riga, Latvia. Jenna Thompson gets a three, first three ball we've had in a long time. Of course, we've told you about Sequoia Daniels from New York, a point guard that is an assist machine in the junior college ranks. Somebody that is not dressed today is Shan Fan. She's a 5'11" junior out of Warner Robins, Georgia. Ashley Knox, a 5'9" junior out of Athens, Tennessee. She redshirted last year, as did Rebecca Cohen, a 5'8" sophomore from Birmingham, Alabama. Rebecca had some surgery that she had to deal with. She was camera girl up next to us this last year. Ladondra Johnson scores. She's in uniforms. And of course, Missy Conrad from Towns County back in uniform playing for the Mountain Lions. And we've got on a little scoring run. They've cut it from 22 to 16. Need a stop here. Good defense by Johnson and Robertson. Thompson with the steal. Johnson, coast to coast, lays it up and in, and Young Harris got an 8-0 run going. Got the crowd into it. We've cut it to 14, 62-48. We got a timeout on the floor. 7:48 to go in the contest. Young Harris trails by 14, 62-48. Mountain Lion basketball on the Young Harris College Athletic website and Channel 99 Ridgeline TV. On an 8-0 run, has cut this deficit from 22 down to 14. Still plenty of time, 7:48 to go in the contest. And you know, that is one of the beauties of the college game with the three-point shot, and in women's basketball, the 30-second time clock. You can get back into a game. Got to have a stop, got to have some scores, and I think really very important for Young Harris at this, got to get the perimeter game going. That is going to be so big for the Mountain Lions if we can get knock some threes down. We're coming with some pressure. Strawbridge with the ball. You like to have a big girl handling it. She gets the ball out to Lamberg, and the ball is stolen away by Smith. Smith working the middle of the floor, pull-up jumper in the lane, off the glass, no good. Fight for the rebound. Smith comes out with it, and we're going to get a foul. That foul is going to be on Morgan Siebken. I believe that's going to be called a shooting foul. That's going to put Lauren Smith to the line to shoot 2.
Her second personal.
And you know, when you've been down by 22, you hang around, you get a run. When you can go from 22, if you can get the game into single digits, as she knocks down the first free throw, if you can get the game into single digits, all of a sudden mentally the one team's thinking, hey, they're coming, and then the team that's on the run can say, hey, we're here. Smith knocks down both free throws. And it's a 12-point game. Young Harris with some pressure. Nice defense by Jenna Thompson. She really gets up in the face of Taylor Maldonado, forces a turnover, and Young Harris can get this thing right here. 3-ball will put us into single digits. Kashada Thompson gonna check back in, got to know where she is on the basketball floor. Thompson to inbound to Daniels. Daniels gonna run to point. Smith gonna play the 2-guard. 2-3 zone for the Moccasins. Thompson right side running the baseline. Johnson, quick swing around to Smith. Long skip to Thompson. Baseline Johnson, 12 on the shot clock, driving the lane through the wicket. Jenna Thompson comes out with it, feeds to Robertson, off the glass. No good, gets her on board. Ball goes off of her. Looked like she touched it last, but they're gonna say Kristen Strawbridge touched it. And Young Harris will have the ball and a fresh shot clock. Into Robertson, and she draws the contact. Got the body contact, did a good job leaning into Kristen Strawbridge. Strawbridge straight up, but they're gonna get her with the body. And Robertson, pretty good free throw shooter, gonna go to the line to shoot 2. Could get this thing down to 10. Still plenty of time, 6:56 to go. Misses the first one.
Foul call on number 20, Strawbridge.
Free throw shooting for Young Harris, not very good. We're 5 of 10 right now, 50%. 20 of 52 from the field, 38-5, and 3 of 14 from behind the arc, 21-4. By contrast, Florida Southern has shot 49% from the field and 60% from behind the 3-point line. But Young Harris's team got momentum going right now. We've cut it to 11. We're going to get a foul underneath on Shaquia Daniels. Good thing they didn't get her for any. Just a good hard foul. I mean, she was not going to let Mariah Harris from Gainesville, Florida, get the easy look. Harris at the line, knocks down the first. She's a 5'11" sophomore. Second shot comes up, and that gets it back to 13. We were down by 22 not very long ago. Daniels with the ball, left side Smith. Up top, Shaquia gives to Smith, high post to Robertson. She loses the ball. That one hurt. Every possession on both sides of the floor when you're double digits really counts. Don't want to lose this momentum either. Nice take by Maldonado. They're going to say she traveled, and she did. Sharice Williams going to check in. Peyton Robertson going to check out.
Into the game for Young Harris, number
64-51. Time getting to be a factor. 6:16 to go in the contest. This is Thompson now on the left side. Smith running the point. They've got Daniels at the off guard. Left side Thompson, 3-ball, no good. Rebound pulled down by Harris. Allie Sanders. Maldonado, they go inside, and again, just no backside help there whatsoever. We're fronting the ball in the post, and the backside help is just not getting over there. 66-51, and it seems like momentum is swung. I tell you, the freshman, Kristen Strawbridge out of Lakeland, Florida, just a freshman. She has had a big, big game off the bench for these Moccasins. She's got a dozen points on the contest. Nice body control there by Maldonado. She puts it up and in, and just like that, leads back up to 17. This 2-3 zone has been very effective for Coach Borchers and her Florida Southern College Moccasins. Young Harris knocks a basket down to get it back to 15. But we're inside of 5 now. Sanders with the ball. Daniels getting after her. Smith goes with a steal, nearly gets it, but Sanders brings it back in. Maldonado with the ball. Left side is Harris. Lauren Smith has got the assignment on Shyla Thompson. We get a turnover. This is Shaquia Daniels. Pull up the circle, right side Smith. Long skip over to Jenna Thompson. Up top, Daniels. Smith wanting to drive. Nice dish, dribble penetration, drew the defender, fed to Ladondra Johnson. Ladondra scores, and she just keeps putting the points up. Ladondra now with 27 on the afternoon. She's a game high for both squads. It's 13 points. We're inside of 4 minutes. Here's Maldonado. She misses. Sharice Williams with the rebound. Gets it out to Daniels. Coming right side, Smith. Young Harris got to get some urgency. Running the floor is Johnson. Fadeaway jumper. No good. Sanders with the board for the Moccasins. She's going to slow it down. Smith will pick her up, and Lauren's going to foul her, and that's going to put Sanders at the line to shoot 2. Timeout on the floor. 3:17 to go in the contest with immediate timeout. 68-55. Florida Southern leads our Mountain Lions, who you are listening to and watching on Ridgeline TV and the YHC Athletic website.
A reminder, all former basketball players and cheerleaders will be recognized following the 50-50 competition.
68-55 is your score. Young Harris got down in the second half as much as 22 points. Actually cut it to 11, have not been able to get back into single digits. This was a game in the first half that between Young Harris and Florida Southern, in which there was 4 ties and 9 lead changes, a very seesaw affair. But second half, Florida Southern came out smoking. Young Harris has really not found a perimeter game this entire contest. The lone threat has been the good work, the always good solid work of Ladondra Johnson inside. Ladondra has scored 27 points, but there's not another player for Young Harris in double figures. Our second high scorer has been Peyton Robertson, and her work coming inside, and then Jenna Thompson's been very solid off the bench with 7. A double-double for Ladondra. That's very, very typical for Ladondra. She's got 27 points, 15 rebounds, and 2 blocks. But the perimeter game's just not been there. We're 3 of 15 from the three-point line, 20%. 22 of 60 from the field, 36%. We've turned the ball over 15 times. They've turned the ball over 19. Rebounds have been identical, 33-32. But it's been their good shooting from behind the arc and our lack of perimeter shooting. We've got to push off away from the ball. That's going to come on Strawbridge. And I tell you, for Strawbridge freshmen, big, strong girl, local product out of Lakeland, Florida, just a freshman. She's going to be a player for this club. She got 12 points and 3 rebounds. Kashala Thompson's not been the only for Florida Southern. Taylor Maldonado has had 13 points, most of those coming from the perimeter. Strawbridge, 12 off the bench. Jenna Thompson knocks down the 3 ball, and she has been our perimeter threat for this day. We've got it back to 11, and we get a steal. Cassie's just checked in, gets it out to Daniels. Behind the back dribble, goes between the legs, pull up jumper, leaves it short, fight for the rebound, and it's all Strawbridge. So we steal the ball. Smith trying to drive, looking for help, puts it up, draws a contact, and I thought for sure she was going to get a friendly roll there. Drew the contact from Florida Southern player. Allie Sanders, that's her second, and that's going to put Smith to the line to shoot 2. We'll say this about Young Harris. They got down about 22. Body language did not look good, but they didn't hang their heads and they didn't quit, and they've really picked it up in the last 10 minutes of this contest. Just appears it's going to be a little too little and a little too late. Knocks down both free throws. It's now a 9-point game. We come in with some pressure. Smith picking up her score, and she's got 8, and she forces another turnover. It's one thing I was never covering. You're going to have a big girl in the backcourt handling the ball. She better be able to hand it big, and Smith just really took advantage of Strawbridge in the full court game, and we got a Florida Southern player hurt. And this is going to be Taylor Maldonado. Hope everything's well with her. We're going to take a break. Minute 49 to go in the contest. 69-60, Florida Southern leads Young Harris. Mountain Line basketball on Ridgeline TV and the Young Harris College athletic website.
All former YHC basketball players and cheerleaders receiving special recognition between the games. Please meet near the arena entrance. Please meet near the arena entrance. All former basketball players and cheerleaders.
A lot of things going on here at Young Harris College on this homecoming weekend. Former players from the Luke Rushton years and cheerleaders will be recognized here in between games. And also a recognition, Young Harris now has a Young Harris College Athletic Hall of Fame. The inaugural induction ceremony was held over at the Ridges last night. Among the inductees would be Luke Rushton and Zell Miller, who's in attendance today, and we'll talk more about that as we go. Minute 22 to go. We're trailing by 9. They've got the ball, and we're going to get a foul away from the ball. And that's going to put Maldonado. Excuse me.
Foul number 5, Daniels, her third personal.
That's going to put Kashala Thompson at the line to shoot 2.
Thompson at the line.
She's had quite a game. 21 points, 7 of 9 from the field. 7 of 9 from the field, 7 of 9 behind the 3-point line. She has had an assist and 3 rebounds. Really, though, we hadn't called her name much as she hits 1 of 2 free throws. We have really done a good job keeping her in check in the past 7-8 minutes. And we got a crowd here, folks. Baseball guy's not even here yet. This might be SRO. Nice pass into Ladondra Johnson. Coach Paul really wanting the foul there to get some points with the clock stopped, but it was last touched by Florida Southern, so Young Harris will inbound. And we're going to get a timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here. 70-60 is your score. We've got 1 minute and 12 seconds left to go in this opening day contest. Homecoming on the campus of Young Harris College here at the Valley of Doom. We've got men's action coming your way next. Young Harris will be taking on Kentucky Wesleyan. We will remind you that our women's squad will be on the road November the 19th. That's this coming Tuesday in Banner Elk, North Carolina. They will take on Lees McRae College. That's a 5:30 tip. Next home game for these Mountain Lions will be November the 23rd. That is next Saturday when the same Lees McRae squad comes to call at 2 p.m. And we'll have that game on Ridgeline TV and on the YHC Athletic website. And then we'll be at home on November the 25th. Truett McConnell College will come to call. That's a 6:30 tip. And then we'll take a Thanksgiving break, and then on December the 6th, our women will be at home again. Converse College, as we score on the inbounds play. And it's an 8-point game, and we're inside of a minute. And now Young Harris is going to start trying to get some steals. If not some quick steals, it'll be some quick fouls. And we'll hope that we can get some misses from Florida Southern College. But they've shot the ball pretty well, coming to this shot attempt 11 for 16, make it 11 for 17, but that's what we need, misses. And it would be great if we could get to the free throw line, get a chance to score some points with the clock not running. Nobody now in rebound position is Strawbridge, and the rest of her teammates are going to back up into a defensive mode. Short on that one, so Young Harris still beating. Got a chance to get this to a 2-possession game. Smith quickly down the floor. Got a good shot, but got to hurry. Right side, Thompson. Long skip to Daniels. Looking inside to Cash. Smith will pull up jumper. No good. Fight for the rebound. And Young Harris can't control. It was a volleyball affair there. And Cash quickly is going to foul Allie Sanders. And that's really going to make it tough for Young Harris. 70-62, but there's only 38 seconds left in the game. Foul is on Cash. That'll put Sanders at the line. Sanders comes to the line with 3 points. 1 of 2, now 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Second shot coming. It's no good, and we can't control the rebound. Wow, that hurts. 70-62, and that just about does it, don't it? Thompson inbound. Quick foul from Shakria Daniels.
Foul on number 5, Daniels.
And that's going to put Sydney Payne to the line. That's foul on Shakria Daniels. But she's really going to be a great addition in Peach Belt play for Coach Paul and this Young Harris squad, who took on a very good basketball game. All I have to do is take one look and see who they've played and see that they lost, they being Florida Southern's Moccasins, lost by 1 point to Clayton State, and that tells me this is a very good basketball team. Second free throw's good. It's a 10-point game. We've got 30 seconds. About a second differential in the shot clock and the game clock. Robinette back in and throws the ball to Jenna Thompson. She can't corral it. 22 seconds to go. And that'll take care of it. Young Harris pressing. Sanders now is fouled by Thompson.
Foul on number 12, Jenna Thompson.
18.9 seconds to go, 72-62, and we've got a timeout on the floor. Young Harris trails by 10, Mountain Lion basketball, Ridgeline TV, and the YHC Athletic website. Allie Sanders at the line to shoot 2. Free throw's good, and the lead is a dozen. 17 seconds. Lauren Smith going to run the point. Lauren's had a good floor game, really picked the scoring up. We'll find Robinette. 3 ball, can't get it. Just been that kind of day. Thompson with the board. Feeds Ladondra Johnson, and one thing that is steady, Ladondra Johnson can score, and she can rebound, and she is a big-time player. And we make a foul with 2.2 seconds to go, and that's going to put Sydney Payne on the line. Sydney's a Georgia girl, one of 2 Georgia girls on this squad. Sydney, a 5'9" sophomore from Conyers, Georgia. She's a sophomore, and likewise Danielle Thomas, a 5'11" freshman from Conyers, Georgia. Not sure if they were teammates or not, but Danielle has not got into the contest today. Here comes the free throw. It's no good. Lauren Smith with the rebound. She'll heave it from half court. No good. And opening day has a sad ending. 75-64. Young Harris loses to a good Georgia Southern squad. A good Florida Southern squad. 75-64. Seesaw affair in the first half. 4 ties, 9 lead changes. But in the second half, they came out guns a-blazing. We came out with the guns seemingly outside of Ladondra Johnson in her holster. Got down by 22, cut it to 11 in one run, and then got another run to 9. We end up losing by 11. But this is going to be a good squad. The way we shot the ball from behind the arc today is not indicative of the way that this basketball team is capable of shooting. We've got great shooters in Robinette and Smith, in Brianna Gleason. Jenna Thompson really showed that she's a shooter. Of course, Ladondra Johnson can do everything inside. She can rebound, she can defend, she can shoot the rock, she can score inside, she can show out. We were picked to finish 8th in the Peach Belt this time. Methinks that we'll probably finish much, much higher than that. So let's take a break. We'll come back for some men's action. Got some good things going on here in between games, and we'll let you know about that. Young Harris basketball on the YHC Athletic website and Channel 99 Ridgeline TV.
Scholarships. If no one makes the shot, all of the money goes to the student scholarship.